They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Central Michigan Chippewas offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense, and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Rides the back and leaves it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Townsend. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Handoff from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Chippewas kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Chips.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Fresno State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the left. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lloyd. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
With the catch, it's Boyd. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dickey. And they finally get it. But it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Big fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working the middle. They They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
And the Chippewas are rolling down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Break! Got some room in to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gonna run it. It's Rivers. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. The Chippewas will try to move the sticks on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Flacco should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Here comes the option. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchup.
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to change this route. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Chippewas are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some.
Gets away from one. He's got space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Ripping through the defense. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Back's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Fresno State, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Chips.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterbacks standing up straight.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Fresno State right back to the line. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds a man on the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Chippewas come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Chippewas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
38, Fresno State, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Rivers. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Chippewas will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The give on the inside. Gets it past the marker. Flying down the right side. The 30. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 25 over San Diego State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Temple. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quick completion on the out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
But jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
That's reeled in. It's Booker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
He wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
Another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. Down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got
touchdown, Chips. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
that defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rivers. He breaks a tackle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stand of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give on the option. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long. Fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Turns it loose deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Chippewas are on the move. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Got room to work. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here.